Another important topic on that is about communication is for us, future agriculturists, to know kung ano ba yung iba't ibang communication models in agricultural extension. So, when we talk about models, ano ba talaga yung pinag-uusapan natin dyan? So, just like any models, it is trying to define or characterize kung ano ba ang communication. Now, sa pagdating sa communication, maraming models na ginagamit dyan. Particularly kasi maraming mga thinkers ang nagde-describe kung ano ba yung, let's say, quote-unquote, philosophy nila pagdating sa extension. So, for example, isipin nyo, magpapagawa kayo ng isang bahay and you don't really know kung ano ba yung klase ng bahay na gusto nyong ipatayo. Kukuha kayo ng maraming architects, let's say kukuha kayo ng 5 architects, and then yung 5 architects na yan, mag-create yan ng drawing ng 5 klase ng bahay. So, yes, bahay sila lahat, pero magkakaiba yung designs niya, magkakaiba yung approaches nila on how they are thinking of your future home na gusto mong gawin. So, ganun din sa communication. Pare-parehas na communication yung mga yan, pero magkakaiba yung design, magkakaiba yung conceptualization na iniisip ng bawat thinkers on about communication. So yun yung mga titignan natin for this particular lecture. Ano ba yung mga basic, yung mga most common communication models that we use in agricultural extension? So unahin natin yung modelo ni Shannon-Weaver, okay, or the Shannon-Weaver model that was created in 1949. So ito yung pinaka-foundational model when it comes to communication per se. Ito yung foundational model kasi ito yung model na nagpapakita kung paano yung mensahe natatransmit from the sender going to your recipient or to your audience. So ano sinasabi ng Shannon-Weaver model? Ang sinasabi niya, simple lang daw ang communication. It is a linear, one-way process. So from the sender, pupunta doon sa recipient, and from the recipient, pupunta doon sa sender. Okay? So, kapag nagkaroon ng feedback, for example, the recipient will now become the sender. Although, for the initial part of this model, ang focus lang niyan is ang focus lang niya is yung pagiging one-way process ng communication and hindi kasama sa model yung feedback mechanism. Although for although for more modern models that are still Shannon-Weaver, no, part ng Shannon-Weaver model, ini-incorporate na nila yung feedback. But the feedback is also um, thought of as a linear one-way process kung saan nagkakabaliktaran lang yung role. Yung recipient nagiging sender and then yung sender nagiging recipient naman. Basta ang kailangan nyo lang matandaan dito sa Shannon-Weaver model is that the conceptualization of what communication is one way. So one way lang yung proseso. Communication or the messages move from the sender going to the recipient. So dito makikita nyo na kumpleto pa rin naman yung mga different elements sa communication process. Meron kang sender, merong encoding, may message, may channel, may decoding, and then your audience. And particularly, the channel is mainly affected by the noise or any interference or disturbance or any disruption doon sa mensahe na gustong ipahayag ni sender papunta doon sa recipient. So anong classic example dyan when it comes to the extension context? Classic example of the Shannon-Weaver model is kapag ikaw ay nasa isang radio talk show, yung mga School on the Air program, wherein the speaker is just mainly explaining kung paano ba gamitin, for example, a particular technology. So let's say, ikaw ay nasa isang radio station, ine-explain mo kung paano gamitin yung trichogramma wasp in order to control some of the pests in the farmer's field. That is only one-way communication because you, as the sender, is encoding the message and ano yung channel mo, yung radio, papunta in hopes na i-decode yan ng mga nakikinig sa radyo, which are your farmers. So it's a one-way communication. Wala kang inaasahang feedback mechanism dyan kasi hindi mo naman nakikita yung mga recipient na nakikinig ng mensahe, but rather you are just pouring out information to them. Next, we also have what we call as the Berlos SMCR model. Yung SMCR na to means source, message, channel, and receiver. And ang Berlos SMCR model, ang focus naman ng communication model na to is that communication is influenced by several traits, both from the source and the receiver. So may mga katangian daw yung source at saka yung receiver that affects communication. And ano yung mga katangian na yon? Ito yung nandito sa baba ng model. The source is affected by their communication skills, attitudes, knowledge, social system, and culture. And the receiver, the one who will be listening to the message, is also affected by the same factors. Nakadepende yung pag-iintindi niya doon sa mensahe na binibigay ni source based off on their communication skills, ano yung attitude nila, yung knowledge nila, yung social system, and then yung culture kung nasaan sila nakatira. At the same time, you can also notice here that the Berlos SMCR model highlighted na may mga factors din that affects both the message and the channel. For example, yung message, it is affected by content, elements, treatment, structure, and the code of the message. Whereas yung channel, it could also be affected by several factors, whether that be, are they hearing the message, seeing the message, touching it, smelling it, or tasting it. So isa-isahin natin, i-illustrate ko sa inyo kung paano nangyayari to. So for example, source. So this is the person who is sending the message. Yan yung originator ng mensahe. Yung pag-deliver niya ng mensahe is affected by their communication skills. For example, yung extension worker ba, malinaw magsalita. Kung sinulat niya yung mensahe, maganda ba yung pagkakasulat? Was it written effectively? Was it expressed well? In terms of attitude, yung extension worker, meron ba siyang positive or negative attitude toward the topic? Toward the audience? Or sa sarili niya? Meron ba siyang confidence sa sarili niya to deliver the message? Gusto ba niya yung mga farmers or hindi? Nakaka-apekto yan. Baka naman nabuburiw siya, ayaw niya doon sa kanya trabaho. Right? In terms of knowledge, meron ba siyang knowledge on the particular topic na gusto niyang i-express doon sa mga farmers? Expert ba siya doon? Kasi kung hindi, baka pamali-mali yung sinasabi niya. Nagkukos yan ngayon ng miscommunication. Yung social system niya, ano ba yung kanyang background? Ano yung kanyang religion? Maaring Katoliko siya, pero yung mga farmers, mga Muslim. So that would affect now the communication process. Right? Ano ba yung kanyang educational status? Baka naman hindi siya nakapagtapos and naapektuhan yung kanyang confidence because of that. Right? And finally, we have culture. Ano ba yung pinaniniwalaan niya? Yung mga traditions, yung mga values that could affect yung expression ng kanyang mensahe. Now, your message is also affected by several factors, katulad na lamang ng content. The content is basically, ano ba yung topic? Ano ba yung topic ng mensahe? The elements, what are the gestures? What are the words that are being used? Gumamit ba siya ng mga larawan, mga images? Ano yung expression ng kanyang pag-deliver ng message? Masaya ba siya? Malungkot ba siya? Right? Ano yung tone? Maayos ba yung tono? Respectful ba? Polite ba yung tono? Right? Treatment comes from how do you deliver it? How do you deliver the message? Was it delivered formally? Casually? Polite ba siya na i-deliver? And then structure means ano yung organization ng mensahe? Meron bang clear introduction? May body? Tapos at the end, meron bang call to action? And then finally, we have the code. The code simply means ano ba yung language or symbols na ginamit. Like for example, gumamit ba siya ng local dialect na para doon sa lugar na yun? Gumamit ba siya ng mga emojis dun sa kanyang presentation in order to show off kung ano yung ini-express niya dun sa message na yun? Right? So those things affects the way the message is being delivered. And finally, the channel, which refers to the senses or
Magtitake ka ba ng licensure exam for agriculturists this year? If yes, I believe my course is for you. Enroll now at Learning Agri with the modular course by clicking the link below. Ano pang hinihintay mo? Mag-enroll ka na. Samahan kita mag-review. Bye!